Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Al Jazeera reports that an Indonesian UN peacekeeper was tragically killed and another critically injured in southern Lebanon when a projectile exploded at a UNIFIL position. Indonesia confirmed its peacekeeper died due to indirect artillery fire. While UNIFIL is investigating the projectile's origin, the incident occurred amidst intensifying fighting between Israeli troops and Hezbollah. As Israel expands its invasion of southern Lebanon, aiming for a 30-kilometer security zone up to the Litani River. This escalation follows the U.S.-Israel war on Iran spreading to Lebanon. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres urged all parties to uphold international law and ensure the safety of UN personnel. Israeli military reports 6 soldiers injured, 3 seriously, in separate incidents. The conflict has also seen a strike on Beirut's southern suburbs and led to the forced displacement of over 1.2 million people, raising humanitarian concerns. According to Thai Sounds, U.S. President Trump announced on Sunday that significant progress had been made in negotiations with Iran, claiming that most of the 15 demands put forth by the United States had been agreed upon. However, Iran's foreign ministry countered on Monday, stating that there had been no direct contact or negotiations with the United States. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Baghai indicated that Iran had only received messages from the U.S. through intermediaries and characterized the American demands as unrealistic. Trump's alleged 15-point proposal is understood to include Iran's commitment not to possess nuclear weapons, the transfer of its highly enriched uranium, the opening of the Strait of Hormuz, a reduction in Iran's defense capabilities, and an end to its support for regional proxy organizations. Conversely, Iran is advocating for the Strait of Hormuz to become a tolled waterway under its sovereign control and demands compensation from the United States and Israel for war damages, along with guarantees against future attacks. Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson, Baghai, announced on March 30th that Iran is not engaged in direct dialogue with the United States. Instead, information is being conveyed through third parties, with Pakistan serving as one of the intermediate channels through which the U.S. has communicated its desire for negotiations. Baghai explicitly stated that Iran has not held any direct talks with the U.S. He dismissed a purported 15-point plan from the U.S. government, characterizing its contents as extremely greedy, unrealistic, and illogical demands. The spokesperson further highlighted the international community's low trust in U.S. diplomatic statements, citing the inconsistent and contradictory nature of American foreign policy positions. Regarding regional meetings, Baghai clarified that Iran is not participating in the framework of relevant conferences held by Pakistan and its neighboring countries. He reiterated that Iran is not responsible for the current regional tensions, stating that Iran has faced attacks twice during diplomatic processes. Baghai affirmed Iran's commitment to diplomatic solutions as a responsible regional actor, while accusing the U.S. of twice undermining negotiation efforts. He concluded by asserting Iran's confidence in its stance and its clear understanding of its demands and non-negotiable red lines, promising appropriate public disclosure once matters are finalized. This news is from China News Service, CNS. UPI reports that China's national carrier, Air China, has resumed direct flights between Beijing and Pyongyang, ending a 6-year suspension. This move, announced Monday, follows the earlier re-establishment of passenger train services between the two capitals and is seen as the latest indicator of restored bilateral ties. Flights will operate once a week, complementing North Korea's Air Koryo, which resumed the route in August 2023 with twice-weekly service. The flights were originally halted in January 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic and strained relations. The renewed air links reflect momentum gained from North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's visit to Beijing last September, where he met with Chinese President Xi Jinping to discuss economic cooperation and improved relations. Chinese Ambassador Wang Yajin welcomed passengers at Pyongyang's Sunan International Airport, emphasizing the flight's role in promoting friendly exchanges and boosting economic and cultural cooperation. NHK reports that the first shipment of Middle Eastern crude oil to avoid the Strait of Hormuz has arrived off Japan's Ehime Prefecture. This comes amidst concerns over stable oil supplies following the Iran situation. Specifically, military actions taken by the United States and Israel against Iran. The crude oil, approximately 100,000 kiloliters, was imported by a Japanese oil wholesaler from Saudi Arabia. The tanker loaded the oil at Yanbu on Saudi Arabia's western coast, traveled through the Red Sea to Malaysia, where it was transferred to another tanker for the final leg to Japan. This alternative route bypasses the Strait of Hormuz, which is effectively blocked, marking the first such delivery from the Middle East to Japan since the recent military operations. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.